Hey, what's going on guys? Garden Shed here and welcome! So, today I thought I'd do a quick review of my Kriega R30 backpack. A little bit of history about it. I've now owned it 3 years and I've done over 10,000 miles wearing it. Obviously with a backpack it's a little bit hard to say exactly how long you've been wearing it for. The reason for that is the fact that pretty much 9 times out of 10 that I ride my bike I have my backpack on, whether I go on group rides, stuff like that, you know, just hold waterproof gloves or bottle of water or whatever it is. So I tend to do a lot of riding with it, and I've done 3 4-day tours with it. I've ridden in heavy rain with it. I've done the weekly shop with it. I've used it for all sorts of different things, so you know, hopefully I can give it a fair and thorough review. So, a little bit of history. When I first started riding a bike, I tried different backpacks and things like that, just standard ones or hiking backpacks because they were waterproof. Most of them lasted a couple of months before bits started falling off. I think that's to do with the turbulence and things like that. So, yeah, the Kriega's definitely lasted a lot longer than that, and you would hope so, bearing in mind the fact that they're currently on the market for about £169, so it's not a cheap backpack. However, this has outlasted any other backpack that I've seen and that I've tried, so I would deem it worth it. Would I buy another one? In a heartbeat. But luckily mine is nowhere near dying. So, let's get into it. So this is the Kriega R30, which is the backpack in question. It's absolutely brilliant. So we'll start off, it is waterproof. The main compartment works a little bit like a roll bag. So if I undo that, and there's just little clip catches, one on either side, one on the top, and you unroll it. And you've got a decent 30-litre main compartment with a waterproof liner inside, which is removable so you can wash it. As I say, I've been on 4-day tours with this, and I've managed to fit 4 days worth of clothes, drinks, things like waterproofs, all my camera equipment when I go away, shoes, everything seems to fit in this. I mean, it is absolutely chocker by the time I filled it, but it copes with it really, really well. There's adjustable straps here, and on the other sides as well. Just simple adjustable, and then it connects into a little metal bracket which is there, just to stop these flapping around in the wind. The only thing I would say is in the wind these do tend to shift up and these tend to flap around a little bit, but it is really, really adjustable. I mean, I can fit my camera bag with all my camera equipment flat in the bottom of this when it's fully expanded. So let me put the camera down, I'll just expand it quickly. So as you can see, it does expand really, really well, nice and thick. I mean, that's not even total thickness, but I think it's got my disc lock in the bottom, which is great. So you can hold a lot of stuff. It's got 2 outside waterproof pockets, sorry, water resistant pockets. The outside pockets aren't waterproof, and waterproof zips. Now, when I came back from Wales recently, I was riding in 3 hours of torrential rain. I couldn't see through my visor. The main compartment stayed dry. I had a couple of old receipts and things in here, and they got a bit damp. So these pockets are not waterproof. It's just the main compartment that is. But the main compartment didn't let any water in, which is absolutely brilliant. And then there's another bottom pocket down here with a little, I don't know if it's just meant to be reflective. I don't know if it actually is. And again, it's a decent sized pocket. I mean, I tend to put things in it. I've probably got something in it now. I mean, I tend to keep just a disc lock and a kickstand puck in there for when I go to events and things. Just sort of swing it around on my shoulder, open the bottom pocket, chuck the puck on the ground, and what have you. So really, really useful. Also with these bags, you can attach an external pack to them, to another Kriega pack, to allow for a little bit more storage space. But to be honest, I haven't needed it, and I think adding an extra thing on it would just add a little bit more leverage, and it probably wouldn't be as comfortable. Inside the main pack there is a little pocket So I don't know if you can necessarily see in the bag, so I'm trying to film this one-handed, I do need a tripod. But the waterproof liner just velcros in place just around the top. Within the liner there's also a little tab here to connect a water pack and a hole for the pipe to go through, a bit like a camelback. And there is also a pocket down there which can hold armour or something like that, as well as the base of the water pack. So you can put a back protector in these. A really nice function of this is the fact there's actually quite a solid chunk of sort of material here, which means that when you fully loaded up the backpack, there's not you can't feel anything poking through if there's an edge or something like that. So it's nicely protected from whatever's inside. The actual bit that comes with your backpack, you've got nice spongy bits here to allow a little bit of extra cushioning, which is really, really good. And then also, the main sort of selling point of this is the quad lock harness system. So quite simply, rather than having two straps, you have some clips. And again, trying to do this one-handed. But simply, just click into place like that, so around your chest. And what that does is it spreads the load over your entire chest, so you don't actually feel too much weight just pulling on your shoulders. And again, the insides of these are all padded, really, really nice. And the whole harness system is adjustable. You've got adjusters here, so you can affect, how tight it goes around your stomach. You can also use these buckles here to adjust these straps, and the straps disappear really nicely into the little alcove there. So if you make it smaller, like I have to, you don't have bits of the ends of the strap digging into your back. They're hidden behind this cushion. So it is really, really nice. Now I've spent a whole day's wandering around places, if I stop on the bike, wandering around with this fully loaded when I'm touring as such, and it's been brilliant. No complaints. It sits really nicely on the rear seat on the pillion seat of my bike as I ride along. So really no complaints about this at all, and it's so easy to just do up. You can take the harness on and off if you've got gloves on, and then just to make the main waterproof compartment tighter, you simply roll it over a few times and then clip it down on the edges there, and then there's another strap here with a clip on it. Sorry, it's really difficult doing this one-handed. I should eventually buy a tripod or something. And that just clips over the top to keep it all rolled up and watertight. And as I say, it's been really, really good. I have recommended this to a few people purely because the level of adjustability, it can fit anyone. I'm tiny and it fits me perfectly. My dad's distinctly middle-aged, and again, he can adjust it to him. He actually went and bought one and went, I can't believe I've spent so long pissing around with various different things before coming to one. And I don't just use it on the bike, I've actually used it, like if I go out for a picnic or something like that with a girlfriend, I actually take this because it's more comfortable than a hiking backpack. It's just a great bag, and yes, it is £169 for a backpack, but I would say it's worth it. It has a 10-year guarantee on it. Any problems, things like that, then they'll replace it. For wear and tear, there's standard things, so it's starting to get a bit frayed there, just a few on the edges. As you can see, it's absolutely covered in flies. I don't think I've actually ever cleaned it, which probably isn't the best thing. I've cleaned the inside of it. It's just a great bag. Really, really comfy to wear, really nice and waterproof. Would I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. That's it really. I hope you've enjoyed the quick review of the Kriega R30. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and answer them. Thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.